We continue now at the top of Daf Lamed Tes Amud Beis Meseches Shabbos. This is Shabbos Daf 39b. We continue with a statement from Rav Chisda. Rav Chisda says, "Mimaisa she'asu Anshe Tiveria." From the story that happened with the Anshe Tiveria, again in the Mishnah, the Anshe Tiveria they had a pipe. They ran a pipe of cold water through the hot springs of the Chame Tiveria, and that's how they warmed up the water. And the Rabbanan said any water that was heated up on Shabbos is going to be problematic. You can't use it for bathing. You can't use it for drinking. And then when it came to Yontiv, it was a little bit more lenient. They said it was okay to use it to drink, but you can't use it for bathing. So in any case, what do you see from this story? From the fact that they did this, Va'asri Lahu Rabbanan, and the Rabbanan said any water that was heated up on Shabbos is problematic. Batla Hatmana B'davar Hamosif Hevel Va'afilu Mibod Yom. You're going to have a problem insulating something with a material that adds heat, even if you do the insulation before Shabbos starts, which is exactly what the Anshe Tiveria were doing. They were insulating this cold water from before Shabbos, but the water was getting heated up on Shabbos, and it was a problem. Amar Ula says, halacha ka Anshe Tiveria. The halacha is that we're lenient like the people of Tiveria, not like the Rabbanan, who said that it was a problem. Amar le Rav Nachman. Rav Nachman said back to him, Kvar tavrinu Anshe Tiveria l'silunayu. No, the people of Tiveria already broke their pipes. They ended up agreeing with the Rabbanan and were actually strict in this case. Gemara now continues again, quoting the Mishnah Ma'isa Sha'asu Anshe Tiveria, the story of the Anshe Tiveria. The Gemara now wants to clarify, what does it mean that the Rabbanan said that you can't bathe with this water? So, my rechitza, what does bathing mean? Ilay merechitzas kol gufo. If it means taking a bath with one's whole body. So, Ella, chamin shehuchmu b'Shabbos hu dasurin. That would imply that if you have water that was heated up on Shabbos, you can't use it for rechitza. Ha-chamin shehuchmu me'erev Shabbos mutarin. But if you have hot water that was heated up before Shabbos, the implication here is you could bathe with that water, because the whole point was that any water that was heated up on Shabbos within the Chame Tiveria, only that was a problem. Now, that's not true. Vatani, we learned in a brayso, chamin shochmu me'erev Shabbos l'macha rochetz b'en panav yadav v'raglav. If you have hot water that was heated up before Shabbos, you can use it the next day, meaning you can use it on Shabbos to wash one's face or his hands or his feet. Avalo kol gufo, but you can't use it to wash his whole body. So that can't be. So ela panav yadav v'raglav. So then maybe you'll suggest that water that was heated up on Shabbos, you can't use it for his face or his hands or his feet. That's what they were being strict about, but that's not going to fit either. Ema Seifa, because look at the end of the Mishnah where it said, B'yamtiv kechamin, shehochmu b'yantiv, asurin b'rechitza umutarn b'shasiya. It said that on Yantiv, any water that was heated up on Yantiv, it said it was usher to bathe. The implication here, if we're going to learn this way, is that you're not allowed to even wash one's hands, feet, and face. But lema tanan stomach of Shammai, that would mean we're learning this Mishnah. The Stam Mishnah follows Beis Shammai. The Tanan, because we learned in the Mishnah, Beis Shammai, Omer Beis Shammai say, Lo yecham adam chamin leraglav el imkein ruin l'shia. You're not allowed to heat up water. This is talking about an yontiv for to bathe one's feet, to wash one's feet, unless it is fit to drink, meaning it's not so hot that you can't drink it. Beis Hill matir, and Beis Hill say it's mutter. So in other words, Beis Shammai is the one that says that if you heated up water on Yontiv, you can't use it to wash one's feet. Beis Hillel say it's mutter. Clearly the Mishnah is not going like Beis Shammai, so therefore we can't say that we're only talking about washing one's hands, feet, and face. So Amar Rav Ika bar Chananya, so rather Rav Ika bar Chananya says, Lishtatef bohen kol gufo askinan. The Mishnah is talking, it's not talking about taking a bath, one's whole body, and it's not talking about hands, feet, and face. It's talking about rinsing like a shower. A person's going to rinse with this water, but he's going to do kol gufo. That was the issue. And so therefore, the Mishnah was saying on Shabbos, if the water was heated up on Shabbos, you can't rinse the whole body with that. But if it was before Shabbos, you would be allowed to. And then the same thing when it comes to Yontiv, the Gemara was saying that there's an isser of lihishtatef bohen kol gufo if the water was heated up on Yontiv. The Gemara says, v'hai tonu d'tanya. According to this, our Mishnah would follow the following opinion in the Brayso. It's going to be the opinion of Rabbi Shimon, because the Brayso says, Lo yishtatif adam kol gufo bein bechamin uvein betzonin divrei meir. A person cannot rinse his entire body, whether with hot water or with cold water. Now, this is a whole discussion over here. This Brayso is talking about the water was heated up before Shabbos, after Shabbos. We'll understand the Brayso for our purposes that it's saying even if it was heated up before Shabbos, a person cannot use the hot water to be mishtatef. There is going to be a little bit of a question as we go on, but Tosas addresses those questions. We won't address it here. Rabbi Shimon Matir, Rabbi Shimon says, in this case, you're allowed to rinse. And again, that's consistent with what we just explained, that our Mishnah is talking about rinsing with the hot water that was heated up on Shabbos, rinsing one's whole body. So Rabbi Shimon says it's okay if the water was heated up before Shabbos, but it's not okay if the water was heated up on Shabbos. That's essentially what the Gemara is answering. And Rabbi Yehuda says, B'cham and Aser, B'tzon and Mutter, he makes a distinction between hot water and cold water. Amar Rav Chisda, Rav Chisda says, Machlokas b'chli. This whole machlokas in this brisa is talking about if the water was heated up in a kli. Aval b'karka divrei hakol mutter. But if it would come to a karka, everybody would agree that it's mutter. So the Gemara asks, what are you talking about? The case of Anshe Tveria, this was water that was heated up in the ground, it was in the karka, and it was aser. And again, as I just mentioned a moment ago, this is a little difficult, because the case of the Anshe Tveria was on Shabbos, it was heated up, so that's why it could be aser. And it could be that in this brisa it's talking about heated up before Shabbos, so maybe in karka it would be divrei hakol mutter. So this is a little difficult, and as I said, Tosas does address the question, but we will not address it here. But the Gemara says, ultimately, Ela itmar hachi itmar, rather the way to understand the statement of Rav Chisda is as follows, machlokas bekarka, that this whole machlokas in this brisa over here between Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Shimon, and Rabbi Yehuda is when the water was heated up in the karka, aval bekli divrei hakol aser. But if it was heated up in a keli, it is for sure, everybody agrees, that you cannot use such hot water to rinse one's whole body, to shower one's whole body on Shabbos. Rashi explains why. Because someone who sees what's going on will think it was heated up today, even if it was heated up before Shabbos. It looks like it was heated up today. Milsa told us, or it's clear that it was heated up from fire. V'asi lahachim b'Shabbos, to go nosa and so on. A person's going to come to cook on Shabbos, going to heat up like cold water, let's say, in hot water. Gemara now says, Omar Rabba Bar Bar Chana, Omar Rabbi Yochanan, Halachik Rabbi Yehuda. Rabba Bar Bar Chana says in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, when it comes to rinsing with hot water on Shabbos, again, let's assume we're talking about water that was heated up before Shabbos, but a person wants to rinse his whole body with this hot water, we say it is usr, and we follow Rabbi Yehuda. And when it comes to cold water, we say it is mutter. Again, Rabbi Yehuda was like the middle shita. Rabbi Shimon said everything was okay. Rabbi Meir said nothing was okay. And Rabbi Yehuda said hot water was a problem, cold water was okay. So now the Gemara says, Amar le Rav Yosef. So Rav Yosef said to Rabba Bar Bar Chana, Beferish mialach, did you hear Rabbi Yochanan say Beferish, that the halach is like Rabbi Yehuda, or Mechlolish mialach, or was it just implied? My klola, what do you mean implied? The Amar of Tanchum, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Amar Rabbi Yana, Amar Rabbi, because Rav Tanchum said, in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, the same Rabbi Yochanan, in the name of Rabbi Yana, in the name of Rabbi, anytime you have a three-way machlokas, and there's a middle opinion, halacha kedivrei hamachriya. The halacha is like the machriya, the halacha is like the middle opinion. That would be the implication over here, as we said, Rabbi Yehuda is the middle opinion. Chutz mikule matlanius. There was one exception, the case of kule matlanius. This was a case we had earlier in the Masechta, where you have a garment less than 3 by 3 tefachim. It's a question whether it's tamei or not. Sha'av bish Rabbi Eliezer machmir, Rabbi Yeshua mekel, Rabbi Akiva machriya. In that case, even though Rabbi Eliezer is strict and Rabbi Yeshua is lenient and Rabbi Akiva is machriya, ein halacha kedivrei hamachriya. In that case, the halacha is not like the machriya. Chada de Rabbi Akiva Talmud, who number one, Rabbi Akiva is a Talmud. And furthermore, second reason, and the Gemara will go on in Daf Mem Amar Aleph to continue this and say what the second reason is, and we will see that in the next video.